Right now, you're probably thinking about strength the same way most people do. You think strength means a gym membership, protein shakes, deadlifts, pre-workout, maybe some guy on social media telling you to wake up at 4 a.m. and embrace the grind. And when you see reconstructions of ancient humans, hunter-gatherers, warriors, early farmers, one thing usually stands out. They look ridiculously strong. Broad shoulders, thick arms, dense bones, powerful legs. And naturally, the question becomes, did ancient people basically live in one giant outdoor gym? Because if nobody had dumbbells, treadmills, squat racks, or workout plans, how were they building bodies that many modern people struggle years to achieve? The answer starts with something strange, because ancient humans probably weren't exercising at all, at least not the way we think about exercise. To understand this, go back around 2 million years ago. Imagine East Africa. No roads, no cities, no houses, no supermarkets, no alarms waking you up for work. You're a member of an early human species walking across an open landscape. And before you've even eaten breakfast, your body is already doing something that most modern people schedule into an app. You're training, not because you want abs, because if you don't move, you don't eat. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer groups found something surprising. Groups like the Hadza in Tanzania don't sit around waiting for food opportunities. A single day might involve walking 10 to 15 kilometers, sometimes more, tracking animals, climbing terrain, digging routes from hard ground, carrying children, transporting food, gathering wood, moving camp equipment. And unlike a gym workout, where you move heavy things for an hour and stop, this activity wasn't isolated. It was constant. Their entire day was movement. Now think about modern exercise for a second. You sit for 8 hours, drive somewhere, go into a building, lift heavy weights for 45 minutes, then sit again. Ancient humans didn't have workout time. Movement wasn't a separate activity. Movement was life itself. And here's where things become interesting, because your body doesn't actually care whether you're lifting a barbell in a gym or carrying a dead animal through rough terrain. Your muscles only understand resistance, your bones only understand force, your body only understands stress. And you know ancient humans were receiving that stress every single day, not through isolated workouts, through survival. In 2011, researchers examining skeletal remains from early human populations found something surprising. Ancient bones were significantly denser and stronger than many modern bones. Not just slightly stronger, sometimes dramatically stronger. The joints were thicker, attachment points for muscles were larger. The skeleton itself showed evidence of continuous physical loading over years. It's almost like reading a training history, written directly into bone. And here's the important part. This wasn't because ancient humans were secretly bench pressing rocks. The body adapts to repeated demands. Give it enough movement, enough resistance, enough physical challenges, and it remodels itself. Slowly, relentlessly, day after day, year after year. Now imagine carrying water. Today, you turn a faucet, but ancient people carried it, sometimes long distances. Imagine collecting wood. Today, you press a button and heat turns on. Ancient people cut it, lifted it, dragged it home. Imagine food. Today, you order delivery, but ancient humans chased it, or dug it out of the ground, or carried it back over kilometers. Every basic need came attached to physical effort. Everything cost movement, everything. And here's something even stranger. Modern research on hunter-gatherers found that despite burning large amounts of energy, they don't necessarily burn massively more calories overall than modern people. At first, that sounds impossible. How can people moving all day not burn unbelievable amounts of calories? Because the human body is extremely efficient. Over millions of years, evolution optimized energy use. If physical work becomes normal, the body adapts, heart rate improves, movement becomes economical, muscles coordinate better. The body becomes a machine built specifically for repeated activity. Ancient humans weren't superheroes. Their bodies simply adapted to the environment they lived in, and the environment demanded a lot. But movement alone doesn't explain everything. Because strength isn't only about muscles. Strength begins much deeper, inside the skeleton itself. Researchers studying ancient populations discovered that many early humans had remarkably dense bones compared to people living today. Some estimates suggest modern humans have lost significant skeletal strength compared with populations thousands of years ago. Why? Simple. Bone follows demand. Put stress on it, and it gets stronger. Remove stress, and it slowly weakens. Astronauts lose bone density in space because gravity gravity disappears. Ancient humans experienced the opposite. Every day they walked, lifted, climbed, dragged, carried, jumped, balanced. Their bones were constantly receiving signals. Stay strong. You'll need this tomorrow, and tomorrow always came. But maybe the biggest difference wasn't movement. It was a recovery. Because modern humans do something ancient humans couldn't. We create artificial stress, emails, deadlines, notifications, traffic, bills, 20 tabs open in a browser. Your body reacts to psychological stress almost the same way it reacts to physical danger. Stress hormones increase, sleep quality drops, recovery suffers. Now compare that to ancient humans. Yes, they absolutely experienced danger. Predators existed, food shortages happened, injuries happened, but the stress was usually immediate. A threat appeared. You reacted, then it ended. Modern stress often never ends. Your body stays switched on, hour after hour, day after day, and recovery matters because muscles don't grow during effort. They grow after effort. That's where sleep enters the story. Ancient humans lived according to sunlight. No midnight scrolling. No blue light glowing into their eyes at 2 in the morning. No endless videos auto-playing. When darkness came, activity dropped, and sleep became one of the most important biological tools for rebuilding the body. Growth hormone increases. Tissue repairs, energy stores recover. The body prepares for tomorrow. Now add food into this equation, because people often imagine ancient humans eating tiny scraps and constantly starving. Reality is more complicated. Hunter-gatherer diets varied enormously depending on location. Some groups ate large amounts of meat. Others depended heavily on plants. Many ate fish, fruit, tubers, honey nuts, wild grains. But one thing remained common. Most foods were minimally processed. No industrial snacks, no ultra-processed sugar combinations, no engineered foods designed specifically to override hunger signals. You had to work for calories, and when calories require effort, overeating becomes difficult, which means many ancient humans naturally maintained lower body fat levels. Not because they tracked macros, not because they followed diets, because survival itself regulates energy balance. Now, before anyone imagines ancient humans walking around looking like modern fitness influencers, we need to correct something. They probably weren't all huge. Movies get this wrong. Many ancient humans would have been lean, compact, athletic, functional, not bodybuilders. A bodybuilder develops muscles for maximum size and appearance. Ancient humans developed bodies for efficiency. Those are not the same thing. Huge muscles require energy, and energy was expensive. Carrying unnecessary muscle mass could actually become a disadvantage. Your body wants enough strength to survive, not extra strength for mirror selfies, and that changes how we think about natural strength. Because maybe ancient humans weren't stronger in every way. A modern powerlifter can probably outlift most people from 10,000 years ago. A modern sprinter can run faster. Elite athletes are specialists, but ancient humans were generalists, and that may be more impressive. They could walk long distances, carry heavy loads, climb, throw, sprint, track, balance, endure, recover, repeat. Not for one competition, for an entire lifetime. Day after day. Imagine waking up tomorrow and losing every convenience around you. No car, no elevator, no food delivery, no supermarket, no electricity. Everything you need must be physically obtained. Suddenly your entire existence becomes movement, not exercise, movement. And maybe that's the misunderstanding, because ancient humans weren't secretly doing workouts every day. They weren't following chest day, leg day, or push-pull routines. Nature created the routine for them. The world itself became the gym. The hills were resistance machines. The ground became a treadmill. Carrying food became weight training. Hunting became cardio. Survival became progressive overload. So when people ask, how were ancient humans naturally so strong? The answer isn't some lost secret. It isn't magical genetics. It isn't ancient protein powder. It's much simpler. For millions of years, the human body evolved expecting a world that no longer exists. A world where movement wasn't optional. A world where strength wasn't a hobby. A world where every single day demanded something physical from you. And maybe the strangest part of all is this: your body still thinks that the world exists. Deep inside your biology, your muscles, your bones, your metabolism, they're still waiting for the signals they evolved to receive. Walk, carry, climb, move. Because somewhere inside you, a very old human is still expecting tomorrow to require it.